Servus.
GM, guys. Nice to see you.
Sorry, guys, I'm just eating. I will switch off my camera. Switch on my camera soon. Just give me like 5 minutes or so.
GM, guys. I will not switch on my camera because I'm having a little bit of technical issues, but I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be here. How are you guys doing?
Very good, very good. I mean, it's a very stressful day. Now I know how it feels to really launch a big product. So it's quite challenging, but it's a very nice day. It feels so good. It feels also releasing because we work since 1.5 years on the jAssets and now they are here. So it feels great, but it's still so much work that I cannot really I cannot really feel it right now. I have to later in the afternoon really process what's happening today. So, but yeah, the feeling is already good.
Absolutely. I just realized I was talking all the time into the muted microphone, but I guess now you can hear me, guys.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, we have 304 people here on stage, actually in the live stream. I'm really curious if you guys are watching live. Would be appreciated if you maybe leave a comment here in the chat so we know you're actually here. And if of course, obviously, if you have any questions later on, let's have a chat. So this is supposed to be an open conversation. But I guess with this, once more, welcome to the Jollyverse jAsset live stream. It's the so-called launch live stream, and as you can tell, everyone is already really exciting since today in exactly 10 minutes the market is opening, and with this it's going to be possible to mint the first jAsset real-world assets on the Say network, and that's going to be definitely very exciting. With this, we have a little bit of time, as I said, just 10 minutes, so we thought we'd just use this time to chit-chat a little bit until the protocol is then finally live and the UI is also live. Once that's done, you obviously can open the page yourself if you want, get started, provide liquidity, play around, go long or short. But if you need a little bit of an introduction to the entire system, then of course we're here to help and maybe do all of those things together. So I have a lot of experts here today with me, right from the Black Swan team, who is the primary developing team of this protocol, Bene and Toby. And then from the Jolly Lab side, we have our community moderator, Lazar and Ben. And a bit later down the road, we're also going to invite community members. We have Michael on the backstage, waiting eagerly to join us in a couple of minutes. Once we open the community area, and then we're going to make a little bit of a Q&A and see what we maybe missed in our tutorial or live stream. But with this, guys,
I already have a question. Sorry to interrupt you, Santiago, but I have to ask Ben the most important question of today. Ben, will you trade J Trump today?
I think I will make some moves. I'm not gonna give any insights. I mean, obviously, copy trading usually is charged heavily, but we'll see.
It's so
Maybe
cool
it's a
that we
good
have J
format
Trump
now.
as an asset. It's amazing to have this asset, and I always said it from the beginning. The jAsset system is not just for stocks. We can really trade any assets possible if we want. So it's so cool that we have J Trump now to show also the possibilities of the jAsset system. And it's not just stocks. It's really Figo always said this in the past. If you find an oracle for potatoes, then we can trade potatoes there as well. So that shows the possibilities there. And I'm happy that we included actually in the last minute more or less J Trump. So it's so cool.
It's a perfect example. It's a perfect example for what are jAssets, what can you do with this ecosystem. And we thought it's a good idea for the launch to have this ticker in the jAsset system.
Maybe, Bene, you can elaborate a little bit. J Trump, you're just shooting this out. Maybe you can say 1 or 2 words on how this is working. Like, what am I buying if I'm going long on J Trump?
Yeah, I mean, our most loved president ever, Donald J. Trump, released his own coin, and he did it not on Say, unfortunately, but he released a coin named Trump, and people went crazy on that coin. I mean, it was sucking all the liquidity out of the market, so people were really crazy about it. And so now we synthetically created this Trump coin in the jAsset system. That means we have a synthetically version of Trump called jTrump, and you can participate now in the price movements of the real token itself, actually, by trading jTrump. So it reflects more or less, and that's also important that it not reflects the price exactly, but it reflects more or less the price of the real Trump coin. And so you can trade it now on Say, and that's a very cool thing. And you can participate in the price moves there. You can go long on jTrump, you can go short on jTrump, and I think that's a cool thing to do.
So that means if Solana is going down, you know where to go and trade, right? If Solana breaks,
exactly.
then you can head over to Say and you just trade jTrump.
Yes, and I mean, Trump did this now on Solana, but I mean, his son Baron, he can still join Say, so there is no issue there. Maybe Baron is already more advanced, you know, and then he will just come to Say and launch there.
Absolutely. We have 5 more minutes until the market is opening, and we can have a look into the entire protocol. Maybe before we get into this, you already explained a bit. It was a very interesting experience to make the launch now and figure out all the details in the last minute. How's the team right now? How's everything going? Did everything went as expected, or did you had any hiccups among the deployments?
I mean, it went actually kind of smooth. So I know that people, they were already upset because we delayed the launch quite often, and I know that, and I feel you guys. But now we are here, so I think it was worth it to give us that time because the jAsset system as itself, it advanced so much from back then. So, and also it gave us more time to test and to really see if everything works smoothly, to see if it's a robust and a good system that no exploits or anything can happen. And we really tested it heavily, and we tested not just the normal things, we tested also the edge cases, things that actually never happen, but we tested them as well. And I think that gives the whole team a good feeling about the whole launch now. So we are quite happy how it went for now, and I think it will continue to work smoothly. The only thing is, I heard from the team, Toby, maybe you can add there something, that the APRs are displayed in the next coming hours correctly. So there's still a very small thing that the APRs are not from the beginning shown completely correct, but that's a very small thing, and it will be fixed the next hours. So that's not a big issue there, and the rest went very smooth. And I think if this is the only thing, then we are more than happy.
Yeah, they still work in the background, so I hope they will fix this in the next hours. But yeah, we will see. And there's a small issue, but I don't think it's...
Yeah, maybe the APRs are just too huge to display, you know. Maybe it's this. Who knows?
Maybe they are too juicy, but yeah, I think they will fix this in the next hours then.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really, really good. I mean, front end is whatever it is, right? The important thing is that the APRs will be there and the rewards will be distributed. That's the most important. Everything else can be fixed later down the road. But
exactly.
Yeah, Ben, it's been a very long time. You have been obviously fully mapped into all of this and working on all of those details and fronts. Almost 1.5 years is the entire development time right now. What's your take on that?
On the time, I mean,
yeah, well, on the time, but also on the expectations on the launch now. How's your feeling? Are you bullish? Are you bearish?
I think so. I'm obviously bullish on everything that adds utility to Jellyverse. The fact that it took longer, I wasn't so surprised. Obviously, in the end, it stretches like chewing gum. So yeah, it is what it is. But I think the guys did a great job, and I think it was worth the wait. It's a very complex protocol, and there are a lot of moving parts. And I think having this in a version that is actually solid definitely makes sense. Also, I think the latest UI improvements we made are crucial for a lot of users to better understand and use the protocol. I think this will help a lot, and we'll have a look in a few minutes actually, so people can make themselves an impression. So yeah, I think overall I'm really looking forward how this move. I think the interesting part of such a protocol is that since prices are moving constantly, there's always something to arbitrage and something to do. So I expect a lot of volume and a lot of action, and yeah, I can't wait for people to try it out. I mean, the sentiment obviously at the moment in crypto is a bit undecided, I would say. People are waiting for Trump to sign whatever order that he wants to put crypto as a strategic reserve, and you see the market is like going down or sideways depending on the asset you look, and there's not really that much we can do. But I think having the opportunity to do this kind of diversification that you now will be able to do with the jAssets is going to be great. I mean, this is going to help in such times where you don't know what to do with your assets, and then because obviously I think from what I've seen, I haven't looked, but the stocks are actually they're making moves, and so that's exactly the perfect time to say, okay, well, crypto is like sleeping, so let's see. But I'm looking at the time. I mean, we're getting very, very close. So I don't want
I think it's 10 seconds or something. Santiago, how do you feel actually?
I'm really, really excited. I mean, this is we have been on this topic of decentralized assets for a while, right? If you know our background story, and to carry this vision forward and to make something really, really bulletproof in this area is something that makes me actually really proud on the team. I mean, that's something that it's going to be very unique for Say, and might come over. So I'm really looking forward. But I think we are we live? Let me check.
I think we are. I mean,
yes, we are. Guys, this makes me so happy, really.
Markets are open.
It's so exciting now.
Live. Let's go.
It's so exciting.
Nice.
Okay, with this,
so cool.
we're gonna make a little celebration here. Just show one more time the teaser, and then I think we can jump right into the screencast and show the UI, and then get started there. That was a sexy transition. There we go. We see currently market. Do I understand this correctly? Currently market closed, but this is open, right? There we go. Just had to refresh. Minting is available.
Boom! And I have my beer as usual for such launches.
All right, let me see.
Santiago, now I'm curious. What will you do now in the jAsset system? So what's your plan now?
So here's the thing, guys. So this is not tested anymore, right? I have for you today 1,000 USDC here, and if you don't make me more money, then I don't know. You have to come and clean my apartment or some shit like this. So I'm gonna be here. You are the experts, and we're gonna follow some of your strategies. Obviously, we have to open a long position on Trump, I would say. That's definitely something we have to do. But yeah, I think other than that, we can try out everything you have in mind.
Sorry, guys, I'm just pushing all the buttons I have to push for the launch, so I'm a bit distracted. But you guys go ahead.
Is it not 100 USDC?
No, this is 100 USDC right now on the vault. Actually, you don't see. I opened the wallet, but you don't see it. Let me actually change this so we can also see the wallet. I think this makes total sense. Give me a moment.
For you didn't say anything for now. What will you do in the jAsset system? What will you trade actually?
Currently just pushing a lot of buttons and pushing.
You cannot ask for myself at the moment. Like we're literally spamming the internet.
Give me 10 minutes and then I can.
But you look good you look good on the video, so it doesn't matter if you say something or not. Just be there. It's fine.
All right, I think we're ready to set here, or I'm just zoomed in a little bit so you guys can better see. But yeah, let me know. We have here on the left side the total collaterals. On the right side, whenever we borrowed, it looks a bit like on Aave. Not sure if this was the inspiration, but maybe this gives you like a little overview. And then we have down here the wallet overview. So basically, whatever you have in your wallet, the swap interface. You can tap over here to long and short, where we can then dive a little bit deeper into the charts and the entire earned category, where you can then start getting started actually on providing liquidity. And I see that we already have decent amount of liquidity. I mean, almost 10,000 in a JUSD max strategy. There seems to be some Bitcoin maximalists on the run here, and yeah, we can explore this. I would say we get started, maybe add some collateral here. So if I click on Edit Vault, I can just start depositing funds, and then we see here maybe this first area with Jelly. Beta, maybe you can elaborate a little bit on what's the strategy here with this Jelly widget.
I'm sorry, I was a little bit distracted. For me, it's also right now it's overwhelming from every side. So I'm sorry, displays popping up everywhere.
No worries. I'll take it. Actually, I need a bit more Jelly, but we can do this in a second. So on this frame right now, we can just update our collateral, right? So I can just deposit whatever I want to add as a collateral. So I can go ahead here, since I have mostly USDC in this wallet for today. We're just going to go ahead and add $500 worth of USDC. I'm just going to update this here. Then the MetaMask will pop up, give you like first the approval of the token, which is the spending cap of 500 USDC. And then I think the second transaction should actually add it to the Truth or Vault. And there we go. It worked.
And
I'm
so
always
fast
fascinated
also.
when I do it the first time and it works. Awesome. We have 600 USDC now in the vault. Bena, what should we mint?
Let me think about it. So I'm actually bullish on all of them, to be honest. But let's take jApple. Why not? I think it's a safe bet, you know.
I'm just looking here right now. Okay, we have $8,000 liquidity in the pool, so that's definitely not bad. And we have the almost highest APR, 651%. Well, that's interesting. So yeah, let's do this. Maybe a short question, Bena. Would I have to actually mint the? No, on this side I just minting JUSD or side, right? So if I want to go right into the pool, then I would basically deposit liquidity through this interface. But I could also go long, right? And then use the token to deposit liquidity.
Yes.
Both would work, right?
Yes, right. That's possible.
Okay, maybe let's do the simple one first. So for everyone to maybe follow along, we have here the pool JUSD jApple. It's a 50-50 pool. It's the math behind it's a Uniswap V2 pool. And if we click here on the plus button, then we can start adding liquidity. And I think I'm going to start here with $100 of JUSD. And then we see it automatically calculates how much Apple I need to get into this pool position. And since I don't have Apple right now in my wallet, this is still on 0. The protocol is just going to mint Apple and increase my debt position for Apple. So if I later on,
and that's really a nice feature actually, because you don't need it to add it, so it does it automatically in the background. That's a very cool feature, I guess.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really love it because otherwise you would have to do it manually, right?
Yes.
First go long on the asset and then head over. The only thing you
Yes.
need to make sure is that you have the collateral in the vault, right? Otherwise it won't work.
Exactly. So we wanted to really make the workflow as smooth as possible for the people, and that's why we decided on that. Because otherwise, every click that you can save yourself is actually a good one. So that's why we thought it's smoother for the people to do it like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So let's try this. Deposit. Get those 600%. I'm not
Let's
gonna
go.
say no to that. And what I always fascinated about is just the speed on say.
Me too. Me too.
It just
That's
goes through like
crazy.
this.
Every time it fascinates me, really.
All right. Transaction
That's
has to
also
be-
important, by the way, that the speed is so fast on Say, because on other blockchains you could not do that with the stock tokens, for example, because then you could you could exploit the system actually if it takes 30 seconds or 1 minute to find the next block. So actually you need a very fast blockchain for that protocol, and that's why we are so happy that that we have Say, because it just makes everything easier.
That's really nice. Absolutely, absolutely.
Guys,
right.
I just saw that there is like I don't know what the number is, like million of APR in the JUSD tripool. Maybe this might also be something to show how to add liquidity there and what the steps will be. Just saying. I mean, you guys do you. I was just noticing that. I guess also I'm
You're
not sure
just
if you guys
aping in the
mentioned
pool,
this,
right,
but
Ben?
come again.
You're just aping in the pool right now
I mean, we want to make
while talking.
the plan is to make more from the 100,000 and not lose any money. So, I mean, 2 million% APR is probably is not too bad.
So we have TVL is coming in. We see here now 12K on the Nvidia pool.
Nice.
That's really nice.
Nice.
Um,
And so fast already. So we are, since 10 minutes we are live, and the pools are getting full already. That's nice.
Guys, I
Yeah,
guess you mentioned that. I guess there's a little bug with the display of the.
With the APR, yes.
No, also with the ticker. I guess the Trump one and the Meta one is not showing, right?
yeah, good point. We have those pools here. yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Question is, which
Switch
one
the-
is which one?
Switch to the actual page. I think then I see all the right images. jAssets.org instead of.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
still
this
here.
is. Yeah, you need jAsset.org. Yeah, right.
Just zoom in a little bit.
There we go.
All right, fight.
There's still a little bug, but at least it's there.
Who was choosing this image? Was it Lazar?
Need to be banned.
Somebody from. I mean, it's a little bit changed from the original one, so people see that it's not like a 1-to-1. It's a synthetic, but I think the original is similar. But there's
awesome.
still a little bug, isn't there? There shouldn't be so big, but it's these tiny things. I mean, guys.
It's Trump.
everything-
It's okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
can be big,
He
yeah.
needs a little bit more space.
yeah. He's on center stage at the moment.
All right, we got $200 in. It looks good, right? I see here my investment, $200. APR is now 635. And do I actually see this going up on the? I do, right? It's immediately going up on the claim page.
Yes. So you can
Nice.
literally
Should work. Yeah.
see your rewards going up.
Nice. This is very nice. That's something we always want to have on Jellyverse side. But yeah, at least we have it now on the jAssets.
And it's
Awesome.
interesting because the pools are the TVL is different now. I think right now it's switched a little bit. So the people are already in J Trump, and J Nvidia is also quite big already.
Yeah, I think Nvidia is at the forefront right now, but it's not surprising that Trump is leading right after.
Yes.
But yeah, I think we should try some trading. How about that? Let me see if you actually see a little bit of data right now. Okay, Trump seems to have a beautiful candle right now. This is day chart. Let me see if I can.
Maybe you also explain when we see this now what the Oracle Trump and the J Trump means for people that are not used to the system.
Yes, let's do this. I think this is probably the best view right now. So the chart is still a bit naked, obviously, since we just got started. I think if we have more history data, this will look a bit more beautiful and it will be easier for you to understand what's going on here. However, you see here basically the purple line, which is currently the Oracle J Trump, which is actually the price of actual Trump meme coin right now on Solana. And then you have basically the price of JTrump, which is at 39.42, which is very, very close to the Oracle price right now. And you can basically buy it for the same price. It might be that at some point the Oracle jumps, I don't know, to $50 because Trump is pumping on Solana and people haven't really catched up on Say yet. So on the JTrump, you still have the opportunity to buy it maybe for $40 and then you can go long. Or the other way around, it could be that you have Trump dumping on Solana and it's maybe already at 35 or 30 and you then want to short it on JASset to catch up with the Oracle price. Obviously, this might not be always the case that the stock is or the asset is specifically following the Oracle price. There might be different reasons why people like to buy the asset here rather than on the original side, or why there's a certain deviation between Oracle and the real token. I think probably one of the bigger factors here could be incentives, right? So people buying those assets to get into liquidity mining and farm the high APRs, and this could lead to some deviation if it's priced in by the market correctly. But for Trump, it's looking pretty solid right now. So I think we can go long here.
Yes, and even if there's a difference between the Oracle and the J version of it, that's actually very beneficial for the Jelly stakers, because we have the smart balancing fee in our system, and always when the price is far from the Oracle price, then this fee is quite decent, and this goes to the Jelly stakers, so or to the Jellyverse DAO, let's say like this, and that could be very beneficial for all the people that stake their jellies. So that's also the cool thing here, to mention this again, on Robinhood or on Trade Republic, whatever you use, the trading fees go directly to that company, and here it's completely different. So you participate in the trading fees here. And I think that's a very important and cool thing. So it's not always a bad thing if the Oracle price and the real price and the J price are different. They will always, let's say, balance again, but actually it's very beneficial for all of us.
This is exactly what you're referring here to, right?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
You have it very beautifully here on this little information button. So if you see that the premium or discount is going up, for example, to 10%, and then the fee would go to 4%. So it's getting very expensive for you to actually push the asset further into the premium. And maybe it's a bit comparable to funding rates.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
If you want to compare it,
with funding rates, yeah.
Okay, Trump is deviating here, guys. I'm going long. It's time. Let's open the position. We see, actually, I have two messages in the chat that it seems to be that the jAsset page is not loading, or they can't open with Compass. It might be that you have some issues with Compass. It's the first day, and there might be that there's some things which are not fully compatible. So I would maybe recommend to start using with MetaMask for now, and probably in the next few days, those little details will be fixed, and then hopefully the widget can be used with Compass and Rabby Wallet and all the other wallets.
Yes, and I also want to recommend the tutorial videos that you guys uploaded on the Jellyverse channel. So there are 5 very short videos where you can actually step by step follow what's going on. And I want to recommend this to the people that watch now this video, because it's very helpful at the beginning if you have some guidance there. And I know that Fo, for example, is also in the Telegram groups of Jellyverse, very active, very helpful always. Just if you have any questions the next days, weeks, then feel free to ask them. That's completely fine. At the beginning, it is a very complex system, so you have to be patient. You have to learn things there. But if you go through that process, it can be very, very beneficial, and you can make a lot of money in that system.
Santiago, I think we have somebody from Say that wants to join us. That you could bring on stage. I cannot do this, but
absolutely, yeah. I think we can also, we don't maybe need to be so strict on the plan. We can add also Michael in a few minutes to the stage if he wants to leave a couple of words. But yes, I'm adding Philip here. GM, sir, how you doing?
I think we need to give him a minute. First time StreamYard.
No worries. I can see actually I could already sell Trump for $1 in profit. I guess that's something.
Go.
You guys hear me now, by the way?
Yes.
Hi, Philip.
How's it going, guys?
Yes.
Thanks for
Hi.
having me.
All good.
How you
How's it on
doing?
your end?
I'm doing good. Been watching this live stream. Everything looks great. I've also been checking out some of the posts that we've seen. I saw the quest that you guys, was that what you guys were just talking about? I joined kind of in the middle of that.
You know, we're just playing around and going long and short. I think we have a long position on J Trump now, and I think we were looking what we're doing next.
The UI looks unreal. Very clean.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Maybe I would be curious, Philip. Is this the first time you're seeing now the UI, or the first time you're interacting with the protocol, or have you seen anything from the testnet before, or is it just pure first look?
I had seen screenshots, but not videos. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I would be really curious if maybe if you play around a bit with it, whether it's intuitive for you, whether you find everything and it kind of makes sense, or where you maybe stumble on understanding something. But yeah, I think since we added you, Philip, now, let's also add Michael here. Give him maybe a minute to prepare himself, and then we can also say hello to Michael. I'm just adding here. GM, Michael, can you hear us?
Yes, GM, guys, can you guys hear me?
Yes, I hear you a bit quiet, actually.
I don't know, maybe it's just going to be me talking a little bit louder because it's just my sound voice here. But anyways, guys, congratulations, first of all. It's absolutely beautiful and amazing. Something I've been waiting for a very, very long time, actually, because I wanted to get myself into stock trading, but I never had like the possibility to download the app, KYC, and so on. And I can just do this here from the comfort of Jellyverse. And guys, really amazing work. I was actually just like trading against you guys for like a few seconds. I went to buy it and I was like, the story was I put in a short and I was like, yeah, let's just see what happens, man. As soon as people were starting to buy it, it was this massive green dildo line. It was like, oh my God, I just lost $500. Like, okay, short it down now from the top. No, but this was amazing. I really loved it. I had a seamlessly easy experience as well. I just tested it myself now. I minted my first jAsset asset, put some in Trump, made like $0.2 basically. But still, I love it. Very fast, very easy to work with, and really, guys, like awesome work. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man, for the kind words. Super happy that you got. It's a very easy time for you to navigate from one to the other. That was the goal of it, because it's a very abstract protocol if you think about it, right? Understanding how the minting works, how the backing works, understanding what are you actually buying here, since it's not the actual asset, it's a synthetic. There are a couple of things that might be a bit difficult for beginners to start with, but yeah, I think that's really cool. We have a question here in the chat from GigaPaul. He's asking how to mint. He has now 500 say, and he wants to mint something. I think we covered this, but we can maybe repeat it once more. Giga, if you want to just mint something, go ahead, put your say into the vault. So you just click here on edit vault, just head over.
Sorry, Santiago, does he not need wrapped say? So maybe it's because of that.
That might be the question. Yeah, exactly. So exactly, if you want to add say, you need to add wrap say first, and we don't have a native wrapper yet on jAssets. So what you can do is maybe hop over just to drag and swap, quickly do your say into wrap say, and then you just come back and then you can add it here. Okay, you have say and Jolly. Yeah, with Jolly you can just go ahead. With say, as I said, you have to wrap it first, and then you can just add them here. And once you're done this, there's two ways of minting. You can either say I'm going long or short on any asset. If you want to have the asset in your wallet, obviously you want to go long. In this case, you would actually mint the JUSD and then swap it into the stock. The other way around, you would mint the stock and sell it against JUSD. So that's how you go short. And yeah, or if you want to go into the pools to farm some APR, you just click right away on the plus, and then you just say, okay, I want to add 100 JUSD and a bit of Apple, for example, and it mints it automatically, so you don't have to deal with it. We could maybe do this for another asset, guys. Since I'm a Bitcoin maxi, let's just add a bit of MicroStrategy. This cannot hurt, right? Monthly rewards, APY, deposit. So Giga, that's how it would look like. You just go ahead, confirm this here once more. And there you go. Bena, maybe since we have a bit of time, do you want to go ahead and maybe explain why my collateral ratio dropped here from over 200 now to 136?
I would, first of all, I would love to say thanks to Giga Paul that he gave us some kind words here. And yeah, I mean, as more as you as more as you mint, more or less, as more the collateral ratio is going down. So you have to be very careful that your collateral ratio doesn't drop too much, because if your collateral ratio would go too low, then that would mean that you get liquidated, and that's a very hurtful process. So don't do that, guys. So you have to always have the collateral ratio in mind, and always look that you are, I mean, to be safe. What would you say, Santiago? What is a safe collateral ratio?
I actually have to think a bit about it, because if we are now in the territory of okay, let's say I'm playing around with Trump and I want to mint a lot of Trump. It's a very volatile asset, so I definitely want to be cautious here, right? But if I'm, let's say, going on okay, MicroStrategy is also very volatile. Tesla is volatile, but not so dramatically. What I'm trying to say here is, maybe if we go with Apple, right, we don't expect 20% candles in a day. So it would be easier for me to handle a collateral ratio of maybe 130, 150%. And if I'm more on the MicroStrategy side, then I maybe want to keep it at 200-ish, or maybe 210, just in case we see some strong volatility coming.
Yes, I think that's a good advice. So I'm maybe a little bit more on the fearful side. So I would also say 200 to 250% is a good collateral ratio.
In this case, I would say let's add a bit of jelly here. Then you can also see that the collateral ratio is increasing. So you can always monitor it here, exactly what is happening, and you can see, okay, how much do I have to add from any kind of asset to just increase it. And maybe one thing that is super beautiful, I have to say, guys, it was such a nice job that you really were able to do this. This is all one vault, right? Many protocols that have such structures with multiple tokens, they always force you to have a single vault for every asset. And that's really, really nice here on the jAssets. I can just throw in everything into one vault, and it's very easy to manage.
Yes, so multi-collateral vaults are something that is really unique, and I didn't heard of any other protocol on any EVM that has it exactly like we have it. So yeah, we are really proud of that.
All right, I want to go ahead. Let's maybe add some jelly to the vault, and then maybe we can explain the yield vault mechanism that is coming next week. But we saw it already in the UI, so maybe it makes sense to say a couple of words. But first, we need a bit more jelly, so I'm just going to buy some.
you guys probably single-handedly saved Trump's token. Just gonna let that out.
Well, at least you can short it as well, so you don't have to
Waiting
worry.
for it.
Okay, I think we got it, did we? Let me refresh. There we go. Still not seeing it. Maybe just added too much USDC here. Is this already functional here? Let me just calculate. What do we have? 600 USDC in the vault, right? Okay, I need a bit more. Giga saying always have at least 1.6. Yeah, that might be a good way forward. All right, let's jump back. Did I just get liquidated? I think so. We lost 100 USDC out of the vault here.
And the most important thing of the day, don't get liquidated 5 minutes in. Get liquidated.
and Giga Paul extra told you to have at least 1.6 always.
1.6. All right, 1.3.
He tried to warn you. He tried to warn you, but
I see. I'm streaming here live, and you guys are on the backside trying to liquidate me.
yeah, I mean this multitasking thing is difficult, especially for us men. But you do a good job, Santiago. You do a good job, and
Yeah,
I mean,
to
get liquidated is also profitable for the protocol itself. So you do us all a favor with that.
But to be honest, I mean, having 140% when you mint a token like Trump, I feel it's also a bit crazy. Yeah, you should probably be a bit more conservative then.
This is just it's to make the stream a bit more interesting. You have to sweat a little bit so you see the number going down.
Yeah, and you also show the risks of that system, and I think that's a good thing. So you are also a role model here, and you have to also protect the people a little bit. So that's completely fine, Santiago.
I think what would be really cool is to install next time a heartbeat meter on Santiago when he's trading these. Those spikes of heart like that.
All right, we're back at safe 216. Hopefully that's safe. And we see here now we have the discount on Jolly activated. I think it's not responsive when you add it in this field, right? So it doesn't instantly turn into green when you have the right amounts in. You actually have to deposit and then you see it. But the whole thing is here that if you are having Jolly to a certain ratio in the vault and you're utilizing it, then you get a discount on the borrowing fees. And that's really, really cool. So if you have up to 50% collateral in Jolly, then your discount is higher. Maybe is this explained here? Save 20 to 50% on the borrowing fees. Yes.
Yeah, so your collateral needs to be at least 50% in Jelly. Then you get it, the maximum discount.
Yes. Interesting. So since we got liquidated, on which position? Maybe this would be interesting to figure out and then see maybe if there was action already in the stability pool. Can you see this actually? Still have I see it. We still have
So I wrote right now with Tommy quickly, and he also had to laugh that you got liquidated, Santiago. So greetings from him, and also at that point quickly greetings to all the guys from Black Swan. They did really amazing work. So not just us, the founders, also the people in the background that you normally don't see. So Chris did an amazing job here, and Eric did an amazing job. Nico did an amazing job. Everyone in the team really worked out on that, and I want to tell also the guys I appreciate a lot working with you, and it was an honor to have this 1.5 years together and working on the jAssets, and I think it's important to mention also them because they were really crucial when it comes to the jAssets, and thank you guys.
Ben, it's just starting now, right? So
it's just starting, you're right.
We're yet to polish this and make it perfect. But no, I also want to use the chance, since we're doing this right now, I mean, to say really like a big, I'm also super proud of the other part of the team that was also supporting. I mean, our developers from Jelly Labs, Nicola, Luca, Jovan was always there, right? And I also cannot not mention our superstar designer. Sorry, guys, I'm a bit. My voice is cracking because I'm a bit sickish. But anyways, like our superstar designer Dima, we need to really we need to say like big kudos to this guy, who basically designed the jAssets along with me. And so yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And now I thought actually, I thought your voice is cracking because you got emotional, but okay, so you are sick.
No. I'm still recovering. I think I got corona at some point, like in the beginning of this year, or whatever is actually looming around right now. But yeah, I mean, of course, I'm emotional in this moment. I mean, jAssets is it's a huge milestone for Jellyverse.
Fully agree. Maybe guys, let's summarize maybe some easy strategies. So let's put ourselves in a position of someone just getting started, wants to play around, or is maybe even interested in deploying a bit more capital. So not just like playing around with $1,000 and getting liquidated like I just did. What would you recommend? What might be some easy, safe strategies to get to know the protocol, get slowly started, and farm some yield? Whoever wants to take it.
Could I take that?
Sure.
Absolutely. I think like a great recommendation is, when you're looking, especially on the page right now from Jellyverse, you don't see the whole graph line. So it's also like very important for you guys to just check like on other like dexes, just like the longitude of how the chart is looking like overall. That can also help you guys to understand, checking out news updates, which also just make sure that you're more gut worthiness feels that like, yeah, this is a safe investment overall. I think also you guys said there would be like in the future a demo account or something like this.
Demo account, I don't think so, but you can try playing around on testnet. I think this deployment is still available. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you can still use the testnet deployment.
Yeah, the testnet is a great way.
Around.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what I was doing still in the beginning, like Jellyverse. I highly recommend it to everybody just to like get the idea of how it works. That's my personal experience, but I'll leave it on to the professionals here, which are the full team. But yeah, that's one of my recommendations.
Fully agree. I mean, getting a bit started on testnet definitely helps before playing around with money.
Philip, I think you need to jump. I just read the message, so thanks for joining us on stage. Looking
Appreciate
forward
you guys.
to you testing the protocol and giving us feedback, getting the message out to the people. I think having new products and protocols on say is always awesome. So appreciate you having be here on stage with us.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Have a nice one. Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toby, what would you do? What will be your first moves when you are now getting started?
I still started some moves here in the live chat. So I would recommend for a beginner, I think it's one of the best strategies is deploy your collateral, maybe say Jelly token or Rep BTC ETH, and just deploy some liquidity in the liquidity mining pools. As mentioned, it's always important to have a safe collateral ratio. Yes, as a beginner, I wouldn't go under 200% collateral ratio. It always depends on your collateral you use. We have different collateral ratio with each collateral. So you have to be careful if you use jelly or say the collateral ratio is a little bit higher. It comes with the volatile assets. It's for the start and for the safety of the protocol. It is important that we have these different collateral ratios. So yes, and if you see the protocol is working, maybe it is possible to go down with some ratios and yes, show it perfect. So there you can see the collateral ratio for each asset. And so this is something you have to look into, but I think the easiest way and strategy to use the jAsset for a beginner is just deploy some liquidity and get in touch with the protocol, use it, and maybe you can mint some assets or trade some assets and start slow. Just take some liquidity. Maybe you don't need it for the start. So yeah, this is something I would recommend. It's a new protocol. It's always sometimes it's always a little bit risky, but yes, all protocols started from a point, and so get started slowly. And
so Santiago, if you are open for it, I would share my strategy. It's boring, but it works if you are open for it.
Go ahead.
So I would take the real gem token, the first real world asset token on Say, by the way, and I would just leverage my real gem position through the
but
jAsset
for now,
system.
Bene,
For now, it's not possible. It will come the
in the
next
next
days,
days.
I think. But this I would do when the real gem token is then listed here, because that is a very safe bet, and you see how gems perform the last 20 years or so. So it's a really safe bet, and you can actually you are not in big danger, not in big risk, and you could also use it as a collateral to make a very safe strategy, let's say a very safe conservative stock portfolio, so that you have a very high collateral ratio, and then you just mint a little bit of MicroStrategy, a little bit of J Tesla, a little bit of J Apple, and so on, and make a small, really small portfolio. And so you have a little leverage also on your gem tokens. So that would be my strategy that I will personally use. And I know it's boring, but as long as it works and as long as it makes you money, why not taking the boring one?
Yeah, true. I fully agree. It's not a bad idea. I think the cool thing about the gem token is that once you guys have this implemented fully, it's a very it's a nice token to use it as collateral, right? It's not volatile. It's very easy to manage in comparison to maybe Bitcoin or Ethereum or say Jolly. It's a bit like a stable coin, but it does appreciate over time. So you have a little bit of leverage there. So that's kind of cool. I agree. So you would basically use that, put it into your vault, and then you would mint certain pool positions, right? Whatever has the best APR right now, or how would you choose which pool you go for?
Exactly. I think I would choose the pool with the best APRs, or I would just choose all the pools actually and diversify. So I think that could be also something.
Interesting. Yeah.
Guys, I noticed I'm just looking every now and then on the screen, but I feel like the pools are filling up, aren't they?
They are,
do.
yeah. We have 14K now on the Tesla
yeah,
pool.
they are. And
Tesla Maxis are coming in.
Yeah,
we have now a total
Tesla.
value locked. A total value locked over 200K.
Yes, and greetings also to Philip, to our CTO, because for him it's also crazy to see that numbers now. because he is always on the conservative side, and he wrote already in the group chat that he's amazed by that and that he's very happy. And I think for him is also, there was a lot of pressure, you know, when you are the CTO for such a complex product. And I'm also very happy for him now that he can see his baby now live here, and it has already over 200,000 in total value locked. That's amazing. That's amazing. So really, also congrats to Philip for making this possible.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really amazing. Like, so we have very conservative minting ratio here right now because you measured now the TVL based on everything deposited in the vault.
Yeah, right. The system collateral ratio is now on 266%. So yeah, it's quite passive, I would say. It's not that.
That's cool. Where do I see this?
This is an internal dashboard for now.
So
yeah,
it's coming. It's coming. It's on the list.
But you can also see it in the other UI. I'm not sure if you want to share it here. So there's still another client online.
Is it staging?
Wait, I give it here in the private
should
chat.
Be
here, Santiago, you can see it. I can also share it here in the.
Yeah, maybe
I've
share it in
here
live
in the
stream and
private.
I can.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, so for everyone who wants to make play around with this, it's just a different UI. I can have to connect here, I guess. And then I see my same positions here: 900 Jolly, 150 USDC. And then you're saying I see this. This is the total collateral ratio of the system, right? 280%.
Right. Yes. And
Very
yeah,
interesting.
on balance, you can see the TVL and yeah, right.
Sorry,
So the total value locked.
Nice.
That's really amazing. Total value minted.
It's quite a
75K.
success.
Reserve
I mean, the
pool.
markets
So
are
maybe
open
it's
since
interest-
45 minutes. That's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What are we celebrating, guys? Do I need to open another beer? What's happening?
The total value locked of $200,000 we celebrate. I think it's definitely worth a beer. But I think my enthusiasm interrupted Toby, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe it's an interesting question from Tech Trend Dude. Greetings. How to long jelly? Santiago, you've already shown the pool, the Frax JUSD pool, because for longing or leveraging crypto, we need this pool to buy some jelly or also for leveraging BTC or ETH. There is still not so much liquidity inside. So yeah, you can try to leverage it over this pool. Yeah, Santiago, can you go back to jAssets? So
Yeah, sure.
it is possible. You can just mint. You put your jelly as collateral, and then you can just mint here on the button. Yeah, you can just mint JUSD. You can buy the Frax or the USDC token, and then you can buy more jelly and put them into your collateral, and that is a leverage position on your
The
jelly
only
token.
difficulty here is because we have this specialty here. So maybe just as a quick explanation, you find this pool now on JollySwap. So you head over to JollySwap and then you can filter by searching for tokens. That's a bit easier than instead of going through the entire list. So just type here JUSD and then you find this pool here. And this is a special pool because it's a so-called nested pool, right? We have a liquidity token actually pooled here with JUSD. It sounds more complicated than it is. What it actually means is there's just 3 stablecoins paired with JUSD right away instead of just one, like in this pool here. And to make a swap here, you would have to do actually 2 swaps manually because it's not everything perfect yet. So what you would have to do
Right,
is
but we will.
Yeah.
We work on this. We will fix this hopefully in the next days, that we also can swap through the jAsset website.
Yes.
So.
And then otherwise you go from JUSD to USDT, and then you make a second swap from USDT to Jolly, and then you have your leverage.
Right.
All right, guys. We are 730 people live, if the number is correct. That is really, really cool.
That's amazing. And exactly in that moment, the delivery guy came to deliver a package. So I'm sorry I was quickly away, but it's that's really a huge number. I didn't expect so many people in the live stream.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not sure if this is the actual live number or is this is counting up because it says views. I'm not 100% sure, but
anyways, it's a lot.
Yeah. But I think we're also coming to an end now. Or I mean, I feel like we could play with this 4 hours, but
we will, Ben, but not on live stream.
By the way, wasn't there, like when we started, wasn't there a percentage in the rewards tab in the pools, or when now there is a Jelly amount? What happened there? Is this like UI improvements on the fly?
Yeah, the team is still working in the team is still working in the background. So I'm not sure what is the status now, but yeah, I know they are working in the background with the RPRs to display these RPRs right.
So there was an display error. So not a big thing, but I think the guys are working behind on it. I think Toby and me, when we open now Telegram, we have another 100 messages probably in the group chat. But yeah, it's a small thing, and I think it will be correct displayed in the next hours or maximum next day.
But the rewards count. So yeah, there are a lot of rewards now. With this liquidity, probably you're getting around 300 or 400%, I guess. So it's pretty juicy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting in the next weeks, right? We have now the first week starts with Jolly incentives. Second week, we are going to add some Say incentives to the pools as well. And then we're going to have the yield vault, which is going to boost users who have Jelly in the vault. So that's also going to be very interesting. And yeah, I guess in the next weeks, a lot of interesting news to follow here around the jAssets and see how all of the trading works. One of the things that we didn't cover in this live stream is the stability pools, but we can maybe reserve this to another version. We can maybe, guys, if you have time, do another stream maybe on Thursday. So we give it a break tomorrow, or do another shorter session tomorrow and then another maybe on Thursday, Friday, just to answer some live questions. And of course, guys, if you have any wishes, then just let us know and we can either produce more videos or discuss things in the groups and take it from there. I have one more video prepared here. Since this is for us the next step into DeFi 3.0, I think it's time to show the trailer once more. And maybe we can use that as a little outro of today's stream. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining up till now. I'm going to shoot it now, but if anyone wants to say any closing words, then now's the time.
Guys, this was just a start. Now I think it's time for Jelly to see highs that it never saw before.
Absolutely.
Nothing to add, guys.
Nothing to add.
Great having you here.
Then
Thanks,
enjoy
guys.
the outro, enjoy the video, and then talk soon. Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
In the vast depths of the financial ocean, a world once known came crashing down, showing remnants of a forgotten era. From the ashes of the old, a new hope arises. Vibrant and bright. A rebirth that brings not just recovery, but transformation. A world with so much potential. Untapped opportunities. Waiting for the bold to explore its depths. A world constantly evolving, built on mystery and legends. Holding the tickets to the future. Start exploring now and join the voyage to shape tomorrow. Jellyverse. Discover the next generation of DeFi.